Hello everyone, how are you? So we have covered almost 99% of the syllabus for oscillation. Now there are few topics still left, so I would like to complete that with the help of the book. So here we have one simple case like a composition of two simple harmonic motion having same period but along the same path. So when we are talking about this situation, what we are talking about, we have two different composition of simple harmonic motion. Let's say one composition is x1 is equal to a1 sin omega t plus phi 1, and second composition, let's say, is simple harmonic motion. So equation won't change but amplitude will change and phase angle will change. So x2 is equal to a2 sin omega t plus phi 2. So we have these two composition. Now these both are traveling the same, basically these both are along the same line. So can we combine them and get the resultant simple harmonic motion equation? Yes, we can do it. It's a simple trigonometric part. So x is equal to a1 sin, just add them, that's all. X is equal to a1 sin omega t plus phi 1, a2 sin omega t plus phi 2. So if you just do this and simplify this equation, sin alpha plus beta, what is sin alpha plus beta? Sin alpha cos beta plus sin beta cos alpha. ठीक है, तो ये वाला इक्वेशन बस यूज करना है पूरी इक्वेशन में और सिंप्लीफाई करना है. When you do this, you will understand that you'll be able to take few things common, like if you just compare these two terms, and if you just compare these two terms, then you can take sin omega t out from these two terms and cos omega t from these two terms. So if we just take common of those two terms and we just write entire equation again, then we will be able to write x is equal to a1 cos phi 1 plus a2 cos phi 2 into sin omega t plus a1 sin phi 1 plus a2 sin phi 2 is cos omega t. ठीक है, so if you see this equation and let's say कि ये जो equation है इसमें ये वाला जो part है ये constant है, ठीक है, ये वाला पार्ट एक एम्पलीट्यूड दिखा रहा है, ये वाला पार्ट भी एक एम्पलीट्यूड दिखा रहा है. सो लेट्स से as a1 a2 phi 1 phi 2 are constant, we can combine them in terms of other convenient terms like r and del. so ये जो है ये constant term है, तो उसको ये वाला जो term आया है इट इज जस्ट टू मेक श्योर कि हम कैलकुलेशन आसान रखें, इसीलिए उसको एक दो देखो. अभी फिलहाल देखो हमारे पास फिलहाल a1 a2 phi 1 phi 2 चार कांस्टेंट अननोन है. But what we can do, we can choose two different constant. One is related to amplitude and one is related to angle. Correct? So instead of four constant, now we have two constant. So this is for the simplification. What we are taking, this first cos a1 cos phi 1 plus a2 cos phi 2 term, we are taking it as a r cos del. और दूसरा जो वाला टर्म है साइन वाला, उसको हम बोलेंगे r sin del. ठीक है, and this substitute that and you can take r common from there. Now reverse equation again, so you have r of sin omega t plus del. Now if you see, this equation is also simple harmonic motion. So with the help of two different simple harmonic motion equation, we compose that equation and we derive a new equation, and that is also a simple harmonic motion. But remember, here amplitude is capital R and phase is del. So initial phase is del. So capital R is what? Amplitude. And if you just check it out, we can find resultant amplitude as square root of R sin square del plus R square cos square del. What we have done, it is just R. We are just rewriting R in terms of this, like it is root of square R. So if you just see, okay, so I have this 2 right now. So if you just see कि R क्या है, तो हम इसको लिख सकते हैं. Okay, I think I missed it, so let me just get it back. Okay, I'm really sorry for this inconvenience. So what do we have here? If I just try to complete it, I have R is equal to square root of R, right? So square root of R square, R square. So please understand this, R square. ठीक है, अगर आप ये करोगे तो बेसिकली आप कुछ नहीं करोगे, कैपिटल R है गाइस. You are not changing anything, right? You just write R right? Now what we're gonna do, it is square root of r square. Now we will write into sin square theta plus cos square theta. If we just write here into sin square del plus cos square del, ठीक है. So if you just write like this and you just take r square inside, because this sin square theta plus cos square theta is 1, correct? So now we can take r square inside and we can write this equation what here we have, that is nothing but, so this is nothing but r sin square del plus r cos square del. So it is very simplified way of doing the same thing, because this will give us good way of getting our r value in terms of the known amplitude. So now what is the known amplitude? We have capital A1, capital A2, and we have the relation for phi1 and phi2. So now we can write what is r square. R square is A1 square plus A2 square plus 2. Now how will we get this? Remember, we have chosen r cos del and r sin del is this. Now you have to find the square of it and add them. So this is a small mathematics you have to do. And if you want to find the del angle, what you will do, you will just to find the ratio of this. So when you do that, you will have tan del is equal to this equation, and you can find the del. Okay. Now this is all about two simple harmonic motion composition in same direction, along the same direction. Now let's take a special case here. What if I have two simple harmonic motion, but the angle difference, phase difference between them is 0? Basically phase is 0, so phi1 minus phi2 is equal to 0. In that case, cos phi value will be what? Cos phi1 minus phi2 is equal to 1. So if I just substitute that value here, we have r amplitude, that is nothing but square root of a1 square plus a2 square plus 2a1 a2, and that is a1 plus a2 whole square, right? So it is plus or minus a1 a2 now. So if let's say for both simple harmonic motion amplitude is same, a1 and a2 is equal to capital A, then we can say it is the resultant amplitude when we combine two simple harmonic motion with the same amplitude, which have the same amplitude, will be given as capital R is equal to 2A. ठीक है? If the simple harmonic motion are at 90 degree out of phase, मतलब दोनों एंगल का फेज डिफरेंस कितना है? एक 0 पे शुरू है, दूसरा 90 पे शुरू हो रहा है, तो phi1 minus phi2 90 पे है, तो cos phi1 minus phi2 0 है. In that case, the resultant amplitude will be root of a1 square plus a2 square. So we can say that again, as we did in the first case, if we assume that a1 is equal to a2 is equal to capital A, then we can say that capital R is equal to root 2 of A. ठीक है? So this is the small calculation part. And similarly, you can also find what is the effect of simple harmonic motion when they are out of phase by 180 degree. So phi1 minus phi2 is equal to 180. Now cos phi1 minus phi2 is equal to minus 1. Now if you just find this, you will get mod here. Remember mod. ठीक है? So capital R is equal to a1 minus a2 mod of it. So if say a1 and a2 are same, then capital R will be 0. ठीक है? So if two simple harmonic motion are along the same direction but with the phase difference of 180, then there is no amplitude at all. So this is a small derivation they can ask, so I wanted to cover this part. So please complete the calculation part. You have to do this calculation at least once to understand each and every step here. ठीक है? चलो, so let's move to the next topic. And this is the most important topic when it comes to numerical, because एक numerical तो ऐसा आता ही है जिसमें वो लोग एनर्जी पूछेंगे. So एनर्जी ऑफ पार्टिकल परफॉर्मिंग सिंपल हार्मोनिक मोशन. अगर मुझे एनर्जी निकालना, अभी हम सीधा यहाँ पे चलते हैं. अब देखो यहाँ पे N पॉइंट है, O पॉइंट है, P पॉइंट है, ठीक है. तो आप अगर ये आपका मेन पोजिशन है और ये लेफ्ट एक्सट्रीम और राइट एक्सट्रीम पॉइंट है, आप यहाँ से यहाँ तक ट्रैवल किया, ठीक है. You travel from here to here. So velocity of a simple harmonic motion, velocity of particle in simple harmonic motion is given as what? Generalized formula क्या velocity का हमारा w root of a square minus x square. ठीक है? हमने क्या कंसीडर किया? एक पार्टिकल p है जो यहाँ पे simple harmonic motion उसका हो रहा है, बेसिकली ऐसे ऐसे जा रहा है वो, तो उसका जो velocity क्या होगा, ये इसका इक्वेशन हम ऑलरेडी डिराइव कर चुके हैं. ओके, नाउ आई वांट टू फाइंड व्हाट इज द एनर्जी फॉर दैट. So where x is the displacement of the particle performing simple harmonic motion as I just discussed. So capital A क्या है यहाँ पे? Amplitude. So if I want to find the kinetic energy, what do you mean by kinetic energy of the particle? Half mv square. Now we already know what is v. So half mv square, in that if you just substitute, it is 1 by 2 m omega square and a square minus x square, right? Because root cancel हो जाएगा. So now this is the equation what we got. Remember m omega square. ठीक है, अब यहाँ पे ओमेगा स्क्वायर क्या है? Remember ओमेगा स्क्वायर इज इक्वल टू k by m है. ठीक है, so if you just substitute that in this equation, ओमेगा स्क्वायर की जगह अगर k by m सब्स्टिट्यूट करोगे तो mm कैंसिल हो जाएगा, आपके पास क्या बचेगा? k. ठीक है, so 1 by 2 k a square minus x square. So now you got the equation for kinetic energy where I am talking about the particle having simple harmonic motion. Okay, we can also calculate the same equation in terms of the phase angle also, in terms of the maximum amplitude also. So half mv square के में अगर आप ये वाला equation रखोगे, ये ओमेगा cos omega t plus phi, ये वाला, then you will get the similar kind of expression यहाँ पे 1 by 2 ka square cos square omega t plus phi. Remember, if they are giving the information numerical in terms of the displacement, we will use this formula. But if they are giving the information in terms of the maximum amplitude and angle, phase angle, then you will use this equation. So this difference you will have to understand. ठीक है? So please remember this equation as well. ठीक है? Okay. So now if I want to find how much अभी देखो हमारे पास काइनेटिक एनर्जी आ गया. ठीक है, अभी हमें निकालना पोटेंशियल एनर्जी. अब पोटेंशियल यहाँ पे क्या है? बेसिकली अभी आप ये हॉरिजॉन्टल है, आपको तो इसलिए लग रहा होगा कि यहाँ पे पोटेंशियल एनर्जी जीरो है, लेकिन ऐसा नहीं होता. पोटेंशियल एनर्जी इज नथिंग बट समथिंग यू कैलकुलेट फ्रॉम द मेन पोजीशन. जैसे कि यहाँ से इस मेन पोजीशन से आप यहाँ तक ट्रैवल किए, अगर आप इसी पर्टिकुलर केस को अगर ऐसे स्ट्रेट बना दो तो आपको कंफ्यूजन कम होगा. अगर आप ऐसे स्ट्रेट बना दो, आप बोल सकते हो कि ये अगर मेन पोजीशन है, ऐसा यहाँ से ये मेन पोजीशन है, अगर आप पार्टिकल ऊपर से नीचे जा रहा है तो इसलिए पोटेंशियल एनर्जी गेन और लॉस है, ऐसे जा रहा है. तो so this is a similar situation. It's not the same, but it's a similar situation. So if I just want to find this potential energy, then how will you calculate? It is nothing but the amount of work it has done to move in this particular direction. So if I say it is dW, then I can say dW is equal to force into displacement. Now displacement क्या है यहाँ पे? Let's suppose हम always remember, if you are writing force in positive direction, then displacement will be in the negative direction. We have discussed this in the previous slides. So अगर आप dW लिखने जाओ तो क्या लिखोगे? F into dx, but dx यहाँ पे negative लिया है. You can take dx positive, but then at that time force will be negative. Okay, so if you just substitute this F, then F is already it is minus kx. So dW is nothing but kx dx. So this is the okay, so this is what we have for changing for amount of work required to have dx displacement. So if I want to change displacement, if I want to find the total energy spent to move particle P from position O, mean position, तो इतना displacement अगर निकालना total, then I have to integrate the equation from 0 to P, basically O to x, 0 to x. So just substitute that, and 0 to W, 0 to x is equal to dW. Now this is a simple integration problem. So 1 by 2 kx square. So this work done, what do you have here? That work done is right now in terms of kx square. So this is nothing but the potential energy for that point P, okay, when it is at distance x from the mean position. Please remember this. और at the same time उसी का kinetic energy क्या होगा? 1 by 2 k a square minus x square. So you have to remember in that way. Okay, so potential energy is 1 by 2 kx square at time t, and if you just substitute what is x is nothing but a sin omega t plus phi whole square. Okay, उसको substitute करोगे तो क्या आएगा? Sorry, यहाँ पे cos आना चाहिए actually. This is a typo. This is a mistake. This should be the cos. ठीक है, ये cos आएगा. So m a square omega square cos square omega t plus phi. Yeah, be corrected in the next. Okay, चलो. So we have potential energy formula also. Now potential energy is what? ma omega square cos square omega t plus phi. If you just want to substitute omega square, it is nothing but k by m. So it is a square k, if it is 1 by 2 k a square cos square omega t plus phi. So now let's try to gather all the information we have. So total energy of the particle, ये जो particle P है उसका total energy क्या होगा? Kinetic energy plus potential energy. So kinetic energy क्या है? Half mv square. Potential energy क्या है? Half kx square. So we already did that. So we already derived what is potential energy? Half kx square. So substitute करो सबको ओमेगा के टर्म में, simplified form में. So when you substitute that, so total energy equation what you will get is nothing but ये देखो ये वाला टर्म ये वाला टर्म कैंसिल हो जाएगा. तो आपके पास सिर्फ बचेगा हाफ एम ओमेगा स्क्वायर. इसमें ओमेगा स्क्वायर इक्वल टू के बाई एम डालोगे तो हाफ के स्क्वायर आएगा. दिस इज द एनर्जी व्हेन यू रीच एट द मैक्सिमम पोजीशन, लाइक एक्सट्रीम पोजीशन. सो यू कैन से दैट दिस इज नथिंग बट, देखो ये ए स्क्वायर क्या है? यू कैन जस्ट राइट इट इज अ वी मैक्स स्क्वायर. क्यों? एट एक्स इज इक्वल टू 0 आपका अगर आप वेलोसिटी कैलकुलेट करोगे, वेर इज अ वेलोसिटी फॉर्मूला या here, if I just calculate velocity is what? V is equal to a omega root of a square minus x square. Now when you find a maximum velocity at mean position at x is equal to 0, what do you get? X is equal to V is equal to a omega. So if you just substitute that a omega is nothing but the V max whole square, so then you can write the total energy equation as 1 by 2 V max square. So this is the equation we have for total energy. So now what are the things you have to remember? You have to remember what is the kinetic energy in terms of this. So this equation you have to remember 1 by 2 k a square minus x square. What is the potential energy? It is 1 by 2 k x square. And what is the total energy? It is 1 by 2 v max square. Okay? So please remember this equation, and I want you to read the rest of the details here. Okay? It's very easy actually. It's not that difficult. So the total energy conserved in simple harmonic motion if n frequency, n is the frequency in simple harmonic motion. मतलब अगर मुझे ये frequency के फॉर्म में लिखना है, what is omega? Basically omega is 2 pi by t and 1 by t is equal to n. So 2 pi n. So substitute that 1 by 2 m 2 pi n whole square into a square. So total energy is now 2 pi square n square a square m. So 2 pi square a square by t square. ठीक है? Now if I take some special case like at mean position, what will happen? So at mean position what will be the kinetic energy? It is the maximum, correct? Because at x is equal to 0 you will get 1 by 2 m omega square a square. And what will be the potential energy? 0. ओके, इंट्यूटिवली भी आप ये सोच सकते हो, अगर पॉइंट अगर मैक्सिमम पोजीशन पे पहुंचता है तो वहां पे जाके उसका मैक्सिमम वो क्या अटेंड करेगा, सॉरी एट मीन पोजीशन पे क्या करेगा, वो अटेंड मैक्सिमम एनर्जी, और एट एक्सट्रीम पोजीशन पे वो पोटेंशियल एनर्जी उसका मिनिमम रहेगा. नाउ एट द सेम टाइम इफ यू जस्ट चेक द एक्सट्रीम पोजीशन देन वेलोसिटी ऑफ द पार्टिकल इज 0 एंड एट प्लस और माइनस x इज इक्वल टू प्लस और माइनस a, सॉरी x इज इक्वल टू प्लस और माइनस a, पॉजिटिव एक्सट्रीम एंड नेगेटिव एक्सट्रीम. उस टाइम पे क्या होगा, कैपिटल E इज इक्वल टू कैपिटल E suffix p, that is nothing but the potential energy, but we get a maximum potential energy, and that is 1 by 2 m omega square a square. If we just check the kinetic energy, maximum potential energy, both has the same value, isn't it? Both has the same equation. So the amount of the magnitude also will be the same. So kinetic energy at this position will be minimum and that will be 0. So what if I have some case where I can say kinetic energy and potential energy are equipartition, मतलब दोनों सेम है इक्वली. और जो टोटल एनर्जी क्या है, काइनेटिक एनर्जी प्लस पोटेंशियल एनर्जी. अब हम बोल रहे हैं कि आधा एनर्जी टोटल एनर्जी में काइनेटिक एनर्जी का है, आधा पोटेंशियल एनर्जी. तो कब पॉसिबल है, तो उसके लिए स्पेशल केस हम लिखते हैं कि इफ काइनेटिक एनर्जी इज इक्वल टू पोटेंशियल एनर्जी, तो क्या होगा, जस्ट गेट द इक्वेशन हियर और सिंप्लीफाई करो. तो यू विल गेट एक्स इज इक्वल टू प्लस और माइनस a by root 2. If you just do this small derivation and completely okay, let me just explain it. What is it? Half m omega square a square minus x square is equal to 1 by 2 m omega square x square. So ये half omega square कट हो जाएगा, x square उस तरफ जाएगा, क्या बचेगा, a square is equal to 2x square. So if you just take root both sides, you will get x is equal to plus or minus a by root 2, correct? So this is the equation, this is the position of the particle where we get half of the kinetic energy and half of the potential energy, and this total energy will be the total energy is equal to 1 by 2. Total energy will be kinetic energy plus potential energy, where kinetic energy and potential energy are equally participant. Okay, equal partition किया उसका. So at this position it is nothing but kinetic energy and potential energy is nothing but total energy divided by 2, correct? For the particle performing simple harmonic motion at x is equal to plus or minus a by 2, potential energy is equal to 1 by 2 kx square. अभी उस पोजीशन पे आप चेक करो कि x is equal to a plus or minus a by 2 है, राइट? उसकी जगह पोटेंशियल एनर्जी क्या है, काइनेटिक एनर्जी क्या है? सो पोटेंशियल एनर्जी विल गेट e by 4, मैक्सिमम काइनेटिक एनर्जी टोटल एनर्जी क्या 1 by 2 k स्क्वायर है हमारा, याद रखना, ठीक है? सो 1 by 2 k स्क्वायर इज कैपिटल E by 4. So kinetic, if you just find the relation between kinetic energy and potential energy, you will get that kinetic energy is equal to 3 times the potential energy when you are at x is equal to plus or minus a by 2. ठीक है? So there is a difference. So do not have misconcept like आधा kinetic energy आधा potential energy मतलब kinetic energy is equal to potential energy, वैसा नहीं है. At x is equal to plus or minus a by 2 पोजीशन पे केस बदल जाता है, लेकिन जब a by root 2 पोजीशन होता है तब दोनों पोटेंशियल एनर्जी और काइनेटिक एनर्जी का मैग्नीट्यूड सेम रहता है. बट व्हेन यू टॉक अबाउट डिफरेंट लोकेशन लाइक दिस, उस टाइम पे सिचुएशन बदल जाएगी. सो सिमिलरली यू कैन कैलकुलेट दिस वेरिएशन काइनेटिक एनर्जी एंड पोटेंशियल एनर्जी फॉर ऑल द डिफरेंट पॉइंट्स, करेक्ट? You can calculate the difference at each and every point, what is the kinetic energy and potential energy, and you can draw a plot. So when you graphically represent it, let's say this is this vertical axis represents the energy and this is magnitude. Now this is left extreme position and this is nothing but the right extreme position. So this is total energy. Now if you just check this part, this is total energy, ठीक है? ये वाला पूरा टोटल एनर्जी है. सो उसमें अभी आप देखो ये वाला जो प्लॉट है हमने किया हुआ है, ठीक है, और ये वाला प्लॉट, ठीक है? सो दिस टू रिप्रेजेंट द काइनेटिक एनर्जी एंड पोटेंशियल एनर्जी, ठीक है? नाउ व्हेन यू चेक at what will happen at plus or minus a by root 2. So this is the intersection, means when you have kinetic energy and potential energy both are same. So if you see this plot, this is the kinetic energy, right? And this plot is for the potential energy. Now you can also mark this point plus or minus a by 2, okay, in this particular plot. So you have to remember, so when you have some question like you have to calculate kinetic energy, potential energy and total energy. Now in that you calculated kinetic energy first and you calculated potential energy, then you can calculate total energy directly by just addition. But let's say you have given they have given a small 1 marker and they are asking what is the potential energy if total energy of the system is 5 and kinetic energy of the system is 2. It is nothing but 5 minus 2, correct? So answer will be 3. So please remember, this is very easy and very convenient concept to calculate the numericals. So I want you to practice some numericals based on these energy principles, ठीक है? And please read this part, okay? This we have already covered this, so I am not going into detail of this again. Now I just wanted to show you one more differential equation where we have the angular motion. So let's say there is a metallic disc and it is tied like this. This is inextensible string. अगर ऐसे उसको कनेक्ट किया हुआ है और आप उसको ऐसे रोटेट करने की कोशिश करो तो ये क्या हो गया, एंगुलर मोशन हो गया. अभी हमने जितना भी अभी तक पढ़ा वो ऑसिलेटरी मोशन के लिए पढ़ा और लीनियर मोशन के लिए भी पढ़ा. नाउ आई वांट टू कैलकुलेट differential equation for this kind of motion, that is nothing but torsional oscillation. Now when we talked about the linear motion, we have equation force is proportional to the minus x. Now here we are talking about a torsion. So torsional, when we are talking about the rotation, the force is equivalent to is not equivalent, we just take the analogy, right? So when we have linear equation, we would f is equal to minus kx, correct? Now similarly if I just want to write taking this as an analogy, I can write this in terms of torque. Torque is equal to minus some k dash, we'll use the other parameter, and x is what here, displacement. Now what is angular displacement? Theta, correct? Angular displacement will be theta. So based on that we can say that t is proportional to minus of theta. क्यों? क्योंकि एंगुलर डिस्प्लेसमेंट हम थीटा के फॉर्म में वैसा करते हैं. सो दिस इज द रीजन वी हैव एक्स इज प्रोपोर्शनल टू द माइनस थीटा हियर. ओके, so let's say the proportionality constant we have taken here c. So tau is equal to minus c theta. This is a proportionality constant. Okay, now what do you mean by tau here? The tau is nothing but I alpha, angular if in terms of angular acceleration, correct? But I is the, what is it, moment of inertia. So capital I alpha is equal to minus c theta. If you take c theta that side, you have I d square theta by dt square. This is nothing but alpha plus c theta is equal to 0. So what equation you got? This equation. This equation I d theta square by dt square plus c theta is equal to 0. This equation is simple harmonic motion equation, differential equation, but for the angular motion, remember. Okay, so कई बार ये भी एग्जाम में आता है, they ask this thing. So if you just want to calculate what is the time period for this, then it is 2 pi by omega, and there it was omega. When we talk about the linear motion, we say the omega is equal to root of k by m. So if you just take the analogy here what it will be, 2 pi divided by angular acceleration per angular displacement. So it's a simple analogy. We have done this before in the 11th grade also. Analogy कैसे फाइंड करते हैं टॉर्शनल में और लीनियर में, ठीक है. So this is a simple differential equation I wanted to just introduce here. So please try to read this part as well, ठीक है. Now this is very funny thing. magnet vibrating in a uniform magnetic field. अगर ऐसे यूनिफॉर्म मैग्नेटिक फील्ड है और ऐसे अपने एक एंगल में मैग्नेट रख दिया तो मैग्नेट वाइब्रेट करेगा, ठीक है. एंड दैट इज नथिंग बट वन काइंड ऑफ ऑसिलेशन, इजंट इट? सो हाउ विल यू कैलकुलेट दैट? सो इफ यू हैव दिस इज प्लस QM, ठीक है, और ये माइनस QM साइड है, ठीक है. सो इफ आई हैव दिस इंटेंसिटी हियर एंड दिस इज द मैग्नेटिक फील्ड अराउंड इट, करेक्ट. सो द मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ दिस टॉर्क when you talk about if I just want to check कि कैसे ऐसे रोटेट करे, करेक्ट, मैग्नेटिक फील्ड में, तो कितना रोटेट करे वो बस कैलकुलेट करना है. दैट इज नथिंग बट म्यू बीटा साइन थीटा, एंड दिस इज द इक्वेशन we'll take for granted at this moment, okay, because when you study electric field, magnetic field, you will get to know all these symbols and everything. So tau is equal to I alpha, and I here is nothing now this you can write as a minus mu beta into theta, correct. We already see tau is equal to I alpha, so we just compare this equation and we find the angular acceleration is mu beta by I into theta, ठीक है. So यहाँ पे I alpha, mu beta and I all are constant quantity. So if you write the time period in this case, you will have 2 pi and square root of 2 pi divided by square root of angular acceleration per unit angular displacement, that is nothing but alpha by theta. So now we have equation of t is equal to 2 pi I by mu beta when we have the magnetic field around it. So they can ask a question based on this, that's why this thing is given here. So this question is also important, so please I'm marking this question you have to do as a homework. It is just using the previous formula based on this discussion, ठीक है. So we have already discussed damped oscillation, and I just want to introduce one term called resonance here. So if you have ever observed all the things around you, like let me talk about fan, room fan. अगर रूम में पंखा शुरू करते हो तो ध्यान देना, अगर पंखा जो आपके ऊपर लगा हुआ है, अगर उसको कनेक्ट करने वाला जो रॉड है, मतलब पंखा जिस रॉड के साथ कनेक्ट होता है वो काफ़ी अगर लंबा है तो आप आराम से देख सकते हो. अगर नहीं है तो इसका पॉसिबिलिटी कम है देखने का. तो क्या होता है, पंखा आपका पहले आप जब शुरू करते हो धीरे धीरे वो बढ़ता है तो एक टाइम पे वो वॉबल करने लगता है, करेक्ट. उसके बाद एक पर्टिकुलर स्पीड अचीव करने के बाद वो एकदम स्थिर हो जाएगा, एकदम स्टेबल हो जाएगा, ओके. सो व्हाई दिस हैपेंस? सो when we switch on the light, so basically what we are doing, we are actuating the fan. Now there is something called applied frequency and there is something called natural frequency. हमने जो damped frequency में हमने जो सिंपल linear equation मोशन फाइंड किया था, उसमें उस इक्वेशन में ओमेगा जो हमने यूज किया सिंपल हार्मोनिक मोशन इक्वेशन में, जो ओमेगा था वो नेचुरल फ्रीक्वेंसी है, ठीक है. देयर इज समथिंग कॉल्ड अप्लाइड फ्रीक्वेंसी, कितनी फ्रीक्वेंसी आप अप्लाई करते हो. सो देयर कैन बी सिचुएशन व्हेन अप्लाइड फ्रीक्वेंसी एंड नेचुरल फ्रीक्वेंसी मैच टुगेदर, और जब वो होता है तो उसका एम्पलीट्यूड सडनली पीक पे जाता है, वो वाइब्रेशन का एम्पलीट्यूड एकदम पीक पे जाता है, ठीक है. सो that particular instant is called resonant frequency. And I'm sure many of you have doubt in this. So what we can do is you can just Google it, what is resonance, ठीक है, and try to see at least one graphical video for that. This is one small activity for you people, ठीक है. If you still don't understand what is resonance, then I am there. You can just ask me question. Okay, I'll arrange one more lecture based on resonance just to make you understand. Thank you.